This video is about music of the Viennese Classical period. The centre of classical poetry was the city of Weimar, Germany. The most important classical poets were Johann Wolfgang von Goethe and Friedrich Schiller. The centre of music was the Austrian capital Vienna. During the classical period, not only the aristocrats, but also the average citizens became an important part of the cultural life. In contrast to the Baroque era, pieces of music in the classical period were no longer improvised with the basso continuo. All pieces were composed down to the last note. Classical music is mostly simple and cheerful, but there are also strong contrasts. The piano, also called pianoforte, became more and more famous. Joseph Haydn was born in Rohra, Lower Austria, and is considered the most important composer for the development of the symphony and string quartet. As a child, he was a choir boy in Vienna. Then he worked for a long time for the Prince of Esterhazy in Burgenland. Later, he went to London for some time. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, born in Salzburg, Austria, was considered a child prodigy. Even as a child, he composed and gave concerts. He was chapel master in Salzburg and Vienna. Ludwig van Beethoven, born in Bonn, Germany, is considered the first freelance composer who was not employed anywhere and could live from his compositions. He led classical music in the direction of Romanticism. Although his hearing deteriorated and he later became completely deaf, he continued to compose and conduct. The symphony was developed in the classical era and had great importance. A symphony is a work for the whole orchestra and consists of 4 movements that follow a very strict form. Joseph Haydn is considered the father of symphony. He composed over 100 symphonies. Mozart composed over 60 symphonies. Beethoven's 9 symphonies are the most famous ones of his compositions. The most important and best known classical operas were written by Mozart. The most famous are the Magic Flute, Don Giovanni, and the Marriage of Figaro. Beethoven's only opera is called Fidelio. Ludwig van Beethoven composed the melody of the European anthem. Mozart probably composed the melody of Austria's national anthem. The German one, which used to be the Austrian imperial anthem, was composed by Haydn. Other important forms of classical works are the string quartet, the sonata, and the solo concerto.